Hello academics and welcome back to Willowmere. Last time we've made significant progress in that we now have a perpetual power supply. Very excited about this because that will definitely help our industry area, which will be placed up here to properly thrive. Alright, we have also started to expand our water storage over here, natural water storage that is, by putting down a bunch of dynamite, and our beavers are happily putting it in. Well, maybe not happily, but they are putting it in, which I'm very grateful for. Alright, so in this episode, what should our goal be? We do have a bunch of different things that we need to tackle. One, for example, is our trees here will grow up soon-ish, and 8 days later we will have some chestnuts. So once we have the chestnuts, we also need a grill to actually deal with all of that food, raw food. Otherwise, we do want to expand our log storage, and I think this would be a much better goal for this episode than the grill in itself, because we do still have a good amount, like 10 days or so. Maybe we'll actually do both, but we'll see. Bottom line is, we definitely need a ton of logs because we need logs for everything. So adding our large underground storage pile will be actually excellent for us. We're already at 60 gears again, so not too bad. We definitely well, at the moment at least, have enough food to keep our beavers alive. Or happy, maybe. Even we'll see. Anyways, let's start with the log storage. So I think we're gonna move this one back to allow our log storage to go into this corner, because we'll blow this part away, and then I think it will line up a little bit nicer, which, you know, I'm all for. And we will then face our log storage down this way instead. But overall, you know, it's like minor things. So I was initially thinking we actually need to blow something away over here, but we do not. Instead, what we're gonna do is, we're gonna slow it down. We're gonna delete our large stockpile and swap it out for our underground storage area right there. Set that immediately to logs and put it on the highest priority. We do have enough of everything, I want to say, yep, to just very quickly build this and get this in so our beavers can keep storing what they need to be storing. In addition, just planning a little bit for the future, we're also going to say do not plant this tree anymore, and the trees next to it as well. Oh, here we go. These two. Because then if we wanted to, we can always put in another one of these underground piles to store even more of the logs for our use. Now, this can actually store 1,800, which I think will be all we really need in this game or in this season. But again, not trying to not be too cocky, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, so that is coming in nicely. That's actually almost done already. They are fast. So I think the next thing that we're going to focus on is creating our large water pump. But for the large water pump, we need our wood workshop. So I'm also going to set the priority of the wood workshop a little bit higher. Alright, here we go. So that is in. Excellent, they're already putting stuff in, all the logs. Let's also high prioritize all those log piles around it, just for a little bit of a cleanup. Which, in all honesty, is more of a aesthetic thing, rather than any purpose. Although technically I don't think they can actually use these logs when they're lying around if they haven't actually put them into a storage facility. Alright, with that we are slowly expanding, or going to be expanding, our wood supply or our log supply. putting us in pretty good shape. They're now also basically done with the wood workshop over there. And done. That is awesome. Which means we can start, you know, creating some of those treated planks, which will ultimately help us with our large water pump. We also want to make sure that we are connecting this area up. So I'm going to put a path in just like that. And then over here. And again, this area up there will be our prime location for our industry zone. So highest priority on chopping down these birch trees. A little bit lower on this, to be honest. Oh look, they have actually put in all the dynamite there. Again, no need to explode these right now because we are in the bad tide, so, you know, we can't actually resupply our water over here, but it is coming along very nicely. All right. They have chopped down the birch trees, which means we can connect this up and they should have a much quicker route now. Although this path here is probably a little bit shorter than going around there. Maybe at least. Alright. We do want to put in... What is in there? Wow. I forgot I wanted to store so much pine resin. Anyways, let's look a little bit in advance. At some point, we want to put in the earth recultivator, which means we want a ton of these treated planks, as well as a ton of the gears. So for the gears, well, in the long run, we need more gear workshops, but for now, let's plan the storage for our treated planks. We need 2,000. So if we are putting in one of these, we're almost there, which is insane. Very glad that, you know, this is so easy to do. Maybe if we demolish the two areas back here, we can keep... Now, you know what? We don't need to worry about this too much. We don't need to hyper optimize everything, so I'm going to remove this path, put a storage area right here just for treated planks, and then we're going to add more storage on the other side. So this stores 1,200, meaning if we're putting in 2 large warehouses worth of gear storage, and once they are full, we are ready to build the earth repopulator, which might actually be a good spot over here. But you know, future worries. They have actually put in, and I completely missed that, the contemplation spots right in front of the trees, like in this little quiet area, very close to our scientists in the back there, doing all of our research, helping our beavers evolve. We already have 2,100 science. So pretty intense. Everyone is super tired. Oh, I had the work hours still on 24, so let's move that back to 16. But now we have that large water pump in there with 3 beavers in there, which means I am going to just demolish the water pumps down here. All right, here we go. That will free up some space that we can use to put in our aquatic farmhouses, which I think would actually be kind of nice to have over here. All we need to do in order to make this a little bit more accessible. So they are 3 deep. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. And then we can put a staircase down here. And just because I'm gonna connect up this path, which will then allow us to put 2 aquatic farmhouses here and significantly expand our food production. Alright, the bad tide is almost over. They're also still doing a really good job at putting in all the dynamite over here. Our dynamite factory back here is also doing okay. We're a bit short on bad water, so let's increase the priority of our bad water pump, just to make sure that this runs a bit more smoothly for the extract and the explosives, just to you know, make that all of that a little bit faster. So because we need a lot of explosives kind of coming up, we are also gonna add another explosives factory just over here. Connect this up with a path. And in the long run, we're gonna utilize that area for maybe some bad water storage, but we'll see. Once we need some more, we'll work this out. All right. Bad water is being washed out over here, so we're gonna wait a little bit before we raise this. And then we're gonna fill up our water storage area here again. So if I were to explode, let me actually high prioritize these, so we get these 6 dynamites in, because I could probably explode these and they should be able to reach all of these explosives from this side, or from this side of the path, which again would significantly increase our water storage capabilities. Also makes me realize I want to put in more double dynamite just over there. There we go. And they are happily producing water. Cool. So this is coming along quite nicely. They have quite a long way to go to actually put that water anywhere. So, you know what? I just realized I completely forgot what we wanted to achieve in this episode. Because we have now put in that large water pump, that couldn't have been our only goal, right? That would be a bit ridiculous. So let's add the water storage up there, just to get it all done. And then we can demolish this path now. And actually unlock the large water storage, because that we have not done yet. Needs 60 gears, 30 metal blocks, and 80 planks. We have all of this. So we're unlocking it, putting it in there, setting it to water. And we have high prioritized, I want to say, these. Yep. So they are now going to build this very, very quickly. Or, well, at least that's my hope. I've actually finished putting these in. I'm gonna wait until it's nighttime before I'm gonna explode these. I don't want to blow up any more beavers. I had enough of that in the last season. So, to that, cheers. Having a brew right now. Always a good thing to, you know, keep relaxing. Our chestnut trees are actually in there, and they're getting very close to producing. So we also need to high prioritize these 2 dynamites, because I don't want to wait too long before we can actually put these in. Now that we actually have the single dynamite, we can also put in our housing areas here, and technically we wanted to explode all of this here as well. Another bad tide is coming in, so now that we had unlocked the bad water dome, we're not hitting a drought anymore, so we can't actually see how much we benefit by having continuous power supply. But, you know, not too bad. Oh, that does remind me, I did want to raise this, because we do need to fill up our water storage here a little bit more. And I did not explode this out in time, which is fine. So this can't be reached, but not too bad. This way, they can do it. So nothing to worry about. Oh, we do have a path on the other side. Cool. So all in all, that is going pretty okay. Let's also set these to be a high priority. We are ready for these now to detonate. And there they go. Go back into our food production, select another grill, and set the recipe to grilled chestnuts. Let's put this on highest priority. It needs 25 logs. We have 750. Awesome. But ultimately what we really need... Actually, I can pause all of these scientists. Might even delete them, to be honest. Because now we have a continuous power supply, which means this observatory will just keep producing. It's at 80... Why is it at 80%? You don't need to carry materials. But maybe it's because it's a relatively long path to get over here. That's probably it. What we can also think of is how we're gonna expand our path towards, where is it? Towards our zipline station. There's a beam, a pylon, tower bearing zipline cables in between stations, horizontal beam in between stations. I see. And this is going up. Okay. Do I need to factor in of the whole going up and going like vertically, horizontally, sorry. We could unlock it. Will we have enough materials? We need 40 planks. We have 120. We could. But you know what? I'm going to save that for the next episode. I do want to make sure we put in our water storage. Not entirely sure what's holding them up. Because I keep high prioritizing everything. Like some other YouTuber that I regularly watch. I get it. What's actually all of this? Logs. Why do I not have log storage? What do you think this is? Build more storage. Oh, you guys just pick it up. So going to high prioritize this part. Bad tide started. Quick. Lower this. And one thing that I actually really want to do right now is fix this so I don't need to think about it anymore. So let's put a levee in here. The levee is mostly there, so we can put a path over here. How many do you think we should get? Let's actually, let's be generous. We don't need to be stingy, so let's remove these 4. Replace them with sluices. Put in path on top. Make sure that I think that's where the staircase was. Yep, that is definitely gone. And then we're going to set this on highest priority and set this to, not this, but close above, close below contamination of 2%. This way, all of this should be automated. And we can actually raise these again to 0.9. Currently, they don't do anything. Alright. So they're still working on a lot of stuff in parallel. Can somebody please go up there and put in the last few ammo swings? Why are you building this? Literally, somebody just needs to... There we go. And now we have our water storage up here that will definitely shorten sort of the path they have to take to get it over. All right. Excellent. We also are already producing chestnuts. They have not carried this away. Still says not enough storage. Yes, fair enough. We might just remove this in the long run then. So let's also Make sure they are carrying all of these away. As soon as we have some more haulers. Which I think means we need to expand our population. So let's go in here. Make sure we high prioritize this. We do have 3 empty beds, which means I can happily delete that. Lodge. We will then also go ahead and put the remaining dynamite in there. Also put this on highest priority so we can just get this sorted, be done with. Not entirely sure yet why I'm exploding this one, but I guess why not? Okay, this is gone. Put in a path here. They are now putting these in. And with that, you know, we're getting there. I might use that space in between here to put some decorations and things in there, like a lamp or a bush or something. We'll see. One thing at a time. Are we out of dynamite? We're not out of dynamite. We're running pretty low on workers though. Still. Alright, this is in now, so let's detonate these. And now we can go into our housing. Pick the triple lodge, put a triple lodge in here, and we're planning to do the same on the other side. So let's go ahead and, well, first, highest priority, and then we're gonna set one more dynamite in here. Put these 2 on the highest priority, just to again get it done. What are they currently actually building? This dynamite is in, might as well explode it. Now this is filling up nicely with water. We're still doing okay in terms of water, but we are running out more and more in terms of beavers. Alright. But we are working on this by building more lodges. We still have 2 or 3 beds, so they should actually you know, propagate a bit better. So let's see. I've put in one of the dynamites. Still waiting on the other one. Oh, can't be reached. Well, it will be in a little bit. I am confident that it will. Famous last words, huh? We did need to destroy this one. And then detonate this part. Make sure on this side we're collecting these. And then just destroy this path and put in one more dynamite. This will allow us to put another lodge, just like on the other side in here. And then we have significantly increased our potential beaver population. We're also increasing our water supply, also slightly increasing our food storage, which is nice. But this will still not be enough in terms of food storage. What I think we need to work on though, I've set this up to be chopped down, these 2 I think, and then I forgot to actually build the path. So now more bushes have grown. So high priority, please go ahead and remove these. And I will try to put the path in right away. Why are we losing so many beavers right now? No wonder nothing gets built. Alright, what else can we reduce in terms of employees? We can pause our treated plank workshop. It's not a priority right now. We could pause one of our gear workshops, but I kind of want to keep this going. Could reduce, and we're actually going to reduce the amount of workers in our centrifuge. One will be enough. We have 2 in there, not too bad. All right, at least we have 4 workers, 4 builders now. I have collected all of this. Let's detonate it. Put in our lodge, triple lodge on this side, highest priority. And you know, not looking too shabby. All right. So we do want to ultimately expand up here, and this could be a great spot for like campfires. Although I think we ought to also set campfires up here, could be very nice. So let's also work on this a little bit. I think right now they're still putting in dynamite over there. Well, nice, it's not quite necessary. Alright, let's see what we actually need for the zip lines. Just to prepare for the next episode. We need metal blocks. I got plenty of metal blocks. We need planks. We got an okay amount of planks, not that many. And for these pylons, we need gears. We have an okay amount of gears. So what I think we're actually going to do is put our gear workshop on the other side. Just so we have it all together. This would be nice to actually put in here. Yeah. Let's put our gear workshop in here. Set this to the highest priority. We're going to destroy this gear workshop. Exchange it for a lumber mill. Put this on the highest priority. Let's do this just on the second highest priority. As they are getting up, they can wrap this up. Where are they going? Everyone is going for a drink. I guess because there's not a lot of water storage here left. Makes me think maybe all of this is unnecessary. If I were to remove all of this, we can easily put an aquatic farmhouse here and on the other side. And then have a path down the middle. I kind of like that better. Alright. So that's not too bad. One thing that we do need to consider is how do we get up here, because I think again the zip line up here would look very, very nice. So let's go ahead and again, mostly we're prepping this time for the zip line to be built next time. So if we go up here, we actually would need one more in the back there. Because we need another step up. Yeah. So let's go ahead and remove that chestnut tree as well. And then we can already put in our platforms, a level 1 platform here. And then we will have level 2 platforms that we still need to unlock over here. And there we go. Put in our staircase, pathway, level 1 platform right here, and another path right there. So we will have a zipline here, a zipline there, and we're gonna put a zipline somewhere over there. Heck, maybe over here would actually be nice. Still close. because if we put one here and an additional one up there for our beavers to get up there, that could be kind of good. Alright, so in the meantime, it's gonna plan the path up here. What are our builders currently building? They actually finished the dynamite down there. All of that can go. All of that can technically go as well. Right, we're definitely expanding our water storage right there. And they have fully built this. Very, very nice. So that is done and dusted. Right, our houses are in there as well. We do have 14 free beds. We do have 10 baby beavers. That's a lot of baby beavers. Other than that, this kind of looks... This should be the other way around, shouldn't it be? Just for symmetry purposes. Not that it... no, this should be the other way around. We don't need this path. So let's delete that path, let's delete this path, let's delete this house, and put in this house. Oh, while we have the availability, actually go and grab all of these things, let's do it. Because then we can put in the other house here, and we have a one level area in front of it empty to put some decorations in. And again, decorations, nice, I do like that. And I think it will be quite beneficial for our beavers. What we could also consider is actually moving that rooftop terrace one to the front, which will free up this space for additional housing. Because we do still have one housing that we haven't unlocked, this double lodge. Yeah, don't need that. But we could put these ones in. Yeah, you know, for now we just leave it as it is. Alright. So all of that is done. We're losing more and more beavers. Ton of kids, but all of our adults are dying of old age. Which makes me think I need to help my beavers live longer. So here we go then. Let's put this in as well, the printing press. We will need to unpause our paper factory. But that is fine. Let's make books out of this. So once they have books, I'm pretty sure they will be happier as well. Probably want to put the books closer to this area right here, which means we do want to get up here, because this will be sort of the amusement area. We'll put all of our food storage up there, all of our consumables except for water. I think that we're just going to leave right next to the large water pump, which, by the way, we do have 1,200 water in stock. Nice. So doing much, much better. All right. But I think the biggest challenge right now is to just have beavers that are adults, so we're not constantly lacking our workers. All right, it's coming along, it's coming along. In the next episode, we are focusing on the zip lines down. Put a few throughout here and, you know, make our beavers overall happier. So I'm looking forward to that. Thank you all for watching. I hope you liked it. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And if you haven't done so, please consider subscribing. Otherwise, I hope to see you next time. All right, bye-bye.